atmosphere.
Need hot dogs and bras.
All right, Oregon State. What's the scouting report on this squad?
Well, they're dangerous. Obviously, they've been hitting the ball pretty well with Hampton, and Mikkel Anthony's been. I think she's got maybe 9 home runs. So they're very dangerous. They play a pretty good short game too. So they kind of try to set the table at the top, and then have those in the middle that drive the runs in.
When you have that series on the road, I mean, do you address that at all with that rivalry series? Is it even chippy up there at all in Corvallis?
Well, yeah, it always is, but you don't try to let that bother you. Just go out and play your game. Obviously it is a Civil War game, and we know that, and always like to kind of hold our end of the bargain up as far as it goes. But they also have a really good pitching staff as well. When you start looking at Oregon State, with Myra Nelson, she's doing a great job, and same with Bev Miller. They've been using her quite a bit as well.
You guys have had a lot of success against them the last few years. Has there been anything that's clicked particularly over the last few years for you guys, or has it just been series to series?
I think it's been our hitting. We've really hit well in this series, and hopefully we can continue to do that. We did a pretty good job against Portland State, but obviously there's a lot better pitching staff that we're going to be facing.
Coach, Oregon State seems like a program on the rise in the Pac-12. What have you seen from them over the last 12 months or so that's brought them to being a better team in the conference?
Yeah, well, they're definitely more athletic. There's no doubt about that. They got some kids that can really run. Garcia and Weeks and several other freshmen they've got coming in that can really add some athleticism to their team.
Going back to last weekend, obviously not winning the series is something that hasn't happened around here in a long, long time. I think it was like 3 years or something. How did your team take that this week?
We'll find out. I mean, that's a challenge. I told the team that we could go 2 ways from here. Well, probably 3. You could stay the same, but hopefully you don't stay the same. We could either go down or up, and hopefully we can use this as a building block and understand that we need to get a lot better. Fundamentally, we have played outplayed in all 3 phases of the game, so we have to get better in all 3 phases. Especially our power game, it kind of went away last week. Hopefully we can get that back this weekend. We need our pitching to get better. We need to work ahead in the counts. And then defensively, we need our defense to really make the most of some opportunities to help our pitching out.
You guys have already played UCLA and Washington, 2 of the better teams in the Pac-12. Do you feel like, not that like you're coasting from here on out, but do you feel like you've gotten done with 2 of the best series so far in the conference?
Well, it says get done, but it's no way coasting. I mean, you've got Arizona State, you've got Oregon State's really tough. Utah, they can play really well. Same with Arizona. They got really good pitching, so it's a long way from being done. And even Cal, Cal's got a lot better team this year, I think. Very dangerous. So it's going to come down to a really fun finish, I think.
Do you think Sheridan's attitude maybe got a little bit better, a little bit more confidence after that last game she had?
I would think so. We've seen steps in the right direction. It's almost like she's taken 2 steps forward and 1 back, and hopefully we can continue to keep climbing the mountain there a little bit and get her back to where she can really feel confident about herself. We'll find out this weekend. Again, it's another little test. How is she going to bounce back? Can she control the balls and strike ratio and get ahead of hitters?
How has this field played? I know you guys are going on the road, but was it what you expected, or how has Jane Sanders Stadium's field played?
It's bigger than we're used to, for sure. I think it takes a little bit more to get out of the ballpark. But it's also nice to have some extra doubles and possible triples with bigger gaps. The infield surface is still kind of settling, so it's still got some soft spots in it. But overall, I think it played really good last weekend. You could see some balls were staying down, not getting bad hops. The outfield is fast. I mean, that's something I think that strikes you. That first bounce, that thing's scooting pretty good. So we may have to recruit some faster people.
What's it like playing here, and do you feel like that maybe now that you've played a couple of opening weekend series here, that just like the newness is out of the way and you guys can focus more on softball now?
Well, I think so, and you start to look at reasons why we didn't perform last weekend. We don't want to make excuses or anything. We just didn't play well, but in front of 2,500 fans, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I thought it was fun, but maybe for some of the players, it may have been a little intimidating. And so, probably taking that in step and learning how to play in front of our big home crowd, which we hope we have every weekend coming out. It could be something we look forward to when we do get back to Jane Sanders Stadium here in a couple of weeks.
Jenna Lilly out here fielding some ground balls, I guess. What update on how she's doing?
Well, she's been cleared to resume practice, so that's one step in the right direction. Keep going the right direction, we'll be good. And so again, it's day by day, and we'll see how she does. And it's a kind of a comfort thing. It's up to her. Once she starts swinging the bat a little bit, we'll see how she feels when she does that. But obviously, we're a much better team when we have Jenna Lilly in our lineup for sure.
Does she want to play this weekend? Has she been urging you to get back out there?
Well, she wanted to play last weekend, and we couldn't let her play last weekend, but that's the kind of kid she is. She wants to play. She doesn't like sitting around. She wants to get out there and help her team, and so we're real excited to see her back out here.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks a lot.